Hi everyone, it's Gail, and it is Scrappy Saturday, and I have a project I want to do with scraps, of course. So we're going to get to that, but I have some stuff to share first too. Let's say hi and hugs. Hi and hugs to Margaret, Mindy, Lorette, and Hope. Thank you so much for watching and your kind comments. Okay. Sharing. So I got the charcoal palette of the Tim Holtz fabric from Juanette Design on Etsy. I'll link her below. We've got a script. We've got architecture. We've got fun little alphabet. That's cool. Ooh, bugs. Love this. Awesome. Stamps. Tickets. Bingo. Here's the collage one. Ooh, I like it. It's masculine. It's got pictures of guys on it. That'd be a fun guy's journal. Map, and then I don't know what you would call that. The background? I don't know. So anyway, the gray one is available at Juanette Design on Etsy. So isn't that fun? Okay, so I set that aside. And then new Etsy shop, Star Creek Prim Fabrics, and one of you suggested her to me. Was it Karen? I can't remember exactly, but sent me a message and said you should check out Star Creek Prim Fabrics. Well, she does these strips, and I'm just gonna sew those up into ruffles like crazy. Look at how fun. All the Christmas ones. And then, of course, she has non-Christmas too. But I'll link her shop below as well. And then I got a surprise package from Cindy. And, well, she sent me a note in this cute pocket. She said I could use that in one of my journals. So I absolutely will. Or I'll put the whole thing in my correspondence journal. I'll decide that. But yeah, so this one, I think it's candies. Because she said every time you have glue goobers, I think about this candy. If you can't eat it, then pass it on to somebody. Oh, funny. Okay, what do we got, Cindy? Oh, goodness. Okay, can't get that off, so we'll slide it. It's got bunny paper, which is so fun. Let's see, I'm just going to go with it. Goobers. Of course. Makes perfect sense. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, thank you, Cindy. Yeah, I do think we can eat those. Yeah. If it doesn't have gluten, then we're good. Oh my gosh, thank you, Cindy. And then this, she said, is an idea. Oh, look how beautiful. An idea for the idea book. I've recycled used glued pages, which I fold in half into a mini journal. Okay, cool. Well, isn't that beautiful? That's a fun little card. And okay, we've got a fancied up doily here. You know, I'll use this doily for collage or whatever. Definitely will. And then, let's see, I'm excited to see what's... Oh my gosh, how cute is that? So cute, Cindy. So that's her glue pages. And then she's just decorated it up. How cute. And this one's a pocket. It's got a little playing card in there. Oh my gosh, this is just so cute. I love it, Cindy. Thank you. That is a great idea. That is a great idea. Okay. Well, let's put that one in the thinking cap for sure. And then she sent a cowboy and western illustrations. That's fun. That can go in with my Montana journal stuff. Love it. Thanks so much, Cindy. That was so sweet of you. The goobers. That's hilarious. Oh, Mike's going to get a kick out of that one too. And he'll probably steal some because that's how he rolls. All righty. Thank you, Cindy. Okay, so on to my idea for today. So you remember I have all these envelopes, and so I kind of had a thought, and we're going to see if it works. I don't know if it's going to work. Getting my glue here. Sorry about that reach. Okay. And probably somebody's done this. I'm sure it's not original, but it's the first time that it's come to my mind. So what I was thinking is I want to put 2 envelopes together. Excuse me while I fumble. Okay, I want to put these 2 together like that so they fold, but now I need to glue them down. So I don't know. I think I'll use art glitter here. Oop. I wanted it to stay in there because it's so hard with art glitter glue to get things, because it dries so quickly. Okay, let's approach this different way and pop in if we can. Oh my goodness. You guys, bear with me. I'm just not very coordinated. And okay. We got it. Okay, now I'm gonna glue this one down. Okay, like that. Okay, so now we have this, right? So then I was thinking about putting this on this way so that it's like, what I'm going for is kind of an accordion sort of thing. Okay. So there's that. Now we've got kind of the Z. Now I'm going to go this way on this one. Right? Oh. Okay. I'm working on this project the Sunday before Saturday. So you know I've got my Patrick jersey on because they play today. I'm so excited. Let's see. So now, so that goes that way. So I want this one to go like this, so it goes the other way. Okay. And I was thinking of doing 6 of them. That was my thought. 6 flaps. Okay. Now, if I do another one, yeah, that will work. Okay, this will be the last one. Okay. Like, put that on like that. And it's pretty flat, but see, it's got pockets. Pocket this side, but then there's a pocket on this side too. So it's got lots of sides. So what I use? 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna put another one together, even though this part's hard. I'm gonna put another one together so that I can put one in my idea journal and then make one too. So I think I had the best luck by approaching it this way. Go in there. Yes, okay. And then I'm going to collage this with scraps, is my thought. So this one's going to go this way, right? Yeah. By golly, I'm going to use up these envelopes yet. Okay, and then I want this one to go this way. Well, we had a fun day yesterday. We watched Addie's boyfriend's football game, and oh, did he have a great game. He ran for a he's the quarterback. He ran for a touchdown. He had another really good run, and I forget what the score was. It was a ridiculously, as Mike said, it was very offensive. Because it was just, so I think it was like 45 to 30 something. They won, and he just did such a great job. It was really super fun to watch. Okay, so this is going this way, yeah? I think. Should quit talking and concentrate, shouldn't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so we did watch that, and then we had to catch up on Katie's volleyball because we'd been to Marin's, but Katie played the same night. So we caught up on that, and then we watched Addie's that we also had to catch up on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so now we can play with putting all sorts of fun scraps on this. Okay, so I'm going to open it up and show you this first. So I had a thought, you know, the last time we played with these envelopes, I took them apart. So there was the front, there was the back, and there was the flap, right? Well, as I was thinking about this, I thought these are always kind of a bit of a pain to do, you know? But I thought if I took one of these and, for instance, it's not quite big enough. Find something in here that's big enough. I could go that way, couldn't I? What I was thinking is I could use it as kind of a template, right? And then I wouldn't have that issue of it being awkward to, awkward to do this little curvy edge right here. I could just kind of use, okay, Okay, so then take this and just follow my lines. Got the little curve there. And then go up this way. Okay, so then we have that piece, and it's going to fit right on there, right? So that's how I'm gonna get that done. Okay, let's just, I'm gonna mostly use my glue stick because it's quicker. But yeah, I just wanted to try this. So it's, what should we call it? Flippy floppy envelope journal, because it's going to be a journal, kind of. I'll show you what I'm thinking for the pockets after we get a little done here. Okay, isn't that slick the way that works? Okay, now I gotta just find, granted I'm using big pieces, but it's just because I want to. Okay, I'll use this over here, and then I think I might use other digitals, you know, on the other pages. Okay, so I want up here. And so that will go like that. That's fine. Okay. Pencil. I may have to grab, I've got some other junk mail to use as glue books. I might have to grab it because I'm kind of running out here of this little gardening magazine. Okay. Making some more scraps, aren't I? That's how we roll, people. That's how we roll. Use them and make them. All in the same project. Okay, so there's that. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Roxy Creations, these digitals are her new Christmas digital. So will I have 6 or 5 envelopes? I don't know. This sort of stuff makes my brain hurt. I was surprised I even thought of, you know, doing the back and forth with the flaps. Okay, there's that one. And then on this side, we just have one. So what else do we have? Yeah, I could do these. All right. Let's do it. Where is it? Is my template? Oh, my laundry's done. Sunday, you know, laundry day. The good news is I did Maddie's laundry during the week. He texted me, and it had been a couple of weeks actually, and said, can I bring over my laundry, Nana? I said, absolutely. I've been worried about you having clean underwear. I'm sure he'd love it that I talk to you guys about such things. No, such a good boy. He's living his best life, that's for sure. All my college kids are. It's just awesome. It's not without its moments, you know, because that's life, but ooh, that's pretty. Yeah, but they're all doing so well. It's really cool. My Aiden, I haven't told you this, he is working on some big, oh, I don't know. It's like a grant, a scholarship, I don't know. But he has to do this whole big publication of a research project, and I think what the scholarship is for when he does his PhD. And so I hope it goes well for him. Okay, there's that one, and then we have one more on this side. Then we have more on the other sides. Okay, so I think I'll do here. The top, yeah. I'm gonna run out of this paper before I'm done with this, but maybe on the other pockets I do a different collection. Oops, that's too far in. Go. Yeah, and Addie told her pa, he was asking her about her studies, and she said, I have a 4 right now, Pa. He was so proud of her. Yeah, they're pretty amazing kids, they are. And did I tell you that both Marin and Katie, their teams have made it to the state tournament? So they don't have to do playoff games, which means we don't have to go to a playoff game, which is awesome. And then, yeah, so I am going to do a little project. When I get it done, I'll show you guys. I'm going to take a t-shirt from Marin's high school and a t-shirt from Katie's high school. I'm going to cut them in half, and then I'm going to sew them back together, one half one high school, one half the other high school. So I'll end up with 2 shirts. So that's my fun little project I'm going to do before the tournament. I thought that would be kind of fun for their last year. Okay. There's that. Okay, so now we're on this side, and I'm gonna need some different papers. So got all my scraps here, and we'll work with those, but also I'm gonna grab my yikes, I'm dropping things. I'm gonna grab my other. Oh my goodness gracious, where'd you come from? This must be just bits and pieces, which should really be in my scrap pile. So there's that. Okay, I want something in a similar style. Oh, I do love these. How about we use these? And I love those. Okay. Well, let's see what we can do with these. Put them on the other side. Ugh, that was heavy. Really needed to, oh, see, that's gonna go this way though, and it's just not tall enough. I could collage it, but I want something that isn't that directional, I think. So I'll set those over there. Well, same is going to be true of that. Here's some more of Rachel's, but ooh, here's some up and down ones, or a up and down one. That could work. That could work. Maybe this. Here's an up and down one. These aren't Rachel's. They're somebody else's. These are Antique Papery Company. Okay, I'm just going to grab those. Alrighty then. Ugh. Now, what I'm planning is maybe to do some collage on these that aren't pocketed, but for the pocket ones, that's nice. Okay, let's just do some cutting here. I don't want to get out my paper cutter. Height of laziness, aren't I? So, as I said, I'm filming this on the Sunday before it will air because I'm trying to stay a week ahead because there's craziness coming up with us going and staying with Katie and with State and all of that. So, anyway, I'm trying to stay a week ahead. That's my goal. And I don't know where I was going with that. And I forget where I was going with that. Okay. So I'm going to put that like that. So we need this side here. Now I probably covered up my template. Here's another one. Hope this turns out to be cute. I'm hoping. I'm hopeful. Okay. There we go. Did that the wrong side. It's not the side I wanted. I wanted this side, silly. But now there's two really, right? I maybe can use the other side too. I don't know. I'm getting quicker going around them. I'll give myself that. Okay, let's just cut across here. Like that. Scrappy-doo. And then here. Okay, so that's going to go there. This would be upside down. Excuse me. Oh, sorry, those snuck up on me. I usually try and tone it down a little. Okay, that's not going to work on that, so that's okay. Where's that other one? I was thinking that one. Santa's face will be on there, so that was kind of the main thing. I didn't want to I want Santa's head to be hanging off or something. Okay. So we'll put this down here. And this is the last of the pockets. Then we can, like I say, I want to use some scraps as well as these bigger pieces. Okay. Okay. So that's going to go there. Alrighty, I'm going to go ahead and put these on because I want to get to the point where I can show you what I'm going to put in the pockets too. Over a little bit. You. Okay, there's that one. And then we need to put this one on, don't we? Oops. Alrighty, there's that one. Okay. Yep. Alrighty then. The front. What would we like to do on the front? I'm thinking like these have this little bit of a edge here we could cut off and use. Okay, and this. Okay. And then, maybe we use some of these other scraps. I had this one too, I was thinking. That one. And one more, no, because I did that differently. Okay. So let's just get going. The old don't think too much. Is this right side up? Yes. There. Let me put that. Doesn't quite fit across the top, so I might just put that down there. that. Okay. Can keep these for another page, maybe. Let's see what's on here. That's pretty, isn't it? Let's use that. And we'll just put that right there. I can go up here. You could kind of make like almost like a little master board with your scraps and then use that template to cut the pockets too. That would be another option that obviously I didn't do, but you could do. I think I want that. Whoops. Just throwing things around, don't mind me. So Mike's been raking the backyard. Our Mayday tree lost all its leaves. It's bare. It's what happens, but it's always a bit of a shock. Okay, and what do I have for a little piece there that would work? This one was glued before. I don't remember what we were doing, but I had glued it before, and then I was like, I didn't want to use it, and so I let it dry out. That works. Okay. And then I need another little strip of some sort. What do we have here? Oh, that's so close. I'm going to put that on there anyway. Put that right there. And so that's going to be the cover. So I'm going to want like some sort of focal point or whatever. Let's look over here for a sec. Do I have very tall things? I do. She's too wide. She's cute. Yeah, I could put her there, and then she covers up that space where there wasn't enough. Oh, I love her on there. Okay. Cool beans. That cool beans cracks me up because when I was working, as most of you know, I worked at a college, and I was the director of annual giving, which was for student scholarships. And one of the things we did was we had a phone-a-thon, and so I'd hire, oh gosh, I'd hire about 15 students a year, I think, to call the alumni, businesses in town, all that, call them and ask them to support student scholarships, right? Well, one of my favorite girls, Anne Marie, she used to say cool beans all the time. So I always think of her when I say it. Cool beans. She's a psychologist now. Yeah, it's just so cool to see what they end up doing with their lives, you know. Okay. Sweet girl, there you go. And I've been working so hard on fussy cutting these. I'm going to use a label from here, one of the big ones. One of the bigger ones anyway. Happy holidays, that'll work. And we'll just want that over there. I think I do. I kind of like it over there with this design over here in this corner. So we'll have the front done. Now we just have more or less the back to do. Okay, so there's the front. Flip it open. We've got an envelope or a pocket, and then we need to do this. So part of me was thinking about strips kind of like this. This is a Vintage Studio 717. But I am going to go around the edge, and then I think I'll put a strip of coffee dyed paper. So let's see if we have some more edge sort of things. Here's a couple. That there. Did some deer. Ooh, there's some more of that paper. I love that paper. Okay. Just put this on the other side because it has a direction, the little deer faces. Okay, more strips. There's one. There's a birdie. Let's put you up in that corner. Some out here and see what I have. Here's one. Put that across the bottom. Goodness, I'm getting hungry for lunch, guys. I'm gonna have to get myself some sustenance here. What else do we have? Here's one. Quite go across there. I'm going to put that there. It's a little wider, but it doesn't matter. We'll just cover it up a little bit. Okay, and then I'll put this across the top here. Okay, what else do we have? That's a strip. I mean, I know that red one is, but I'd rather have something a little more patterned if I can. I'll put that there. Scrappies, we're using up the scrappies. Okay, so put that there. Then I just need a little itty bitty. Here's a little itty bitty. I could just stick that on there. Okay, now I was thinking when I was looking through my papers, I thought I found some could be written on. Did I? All these. Here's my template. So I think I'll just go ahead and use coffee dyed. I've got this. Is that going to be big enough? That is, that was in my scraps. How perfect. Okay, mister, you're going to get put there. It's straight-ish. It's not perfect. Not perfect. Okay, so. Okay, so there's that. Then we've got that side. Then we have this side. Oh my gosh, I'm running out of time. Okay, I'm going to show you what I'm going to put in the pockets. And then we'll keep going on covering, okay? Just because I want to get that done. Okay, I have these papers that are patterned. I guess I don't need to tell you where they're from because she doesn't sell them anymore. But I thought I could put these in each pocket, and then the whole back side can be written on. Or these can be taken out and used in your own journal or something. But that's what I was thinking I put in the pockets, is these. Because I have a variety of styles. Whoopsie, not those. I'm just kind of looking to see what would go with this. Maybe this one. So you could use just plain coffee dyed paper, and then a person could write on both sides, actually. So there'd be some benefit in that too, right? How fun is that? Okay, this one. Maybe we'll put this in this one. Yeah, I'm quite sad that she doesn't sell these anymore. It's a bummer, but I don't know. Maybe it just wasn't worth her time or something to coffee dye them. I don't know. But I sure enjoyed them while she had them. Okay, so there's that one with the pretty little there. And then this one, I'll use this one. And then we've got the other side yet too. So this was the last one I had. Yes, love it. Okay, then I have two pockets over here. So I could either repeat, or I could use some Triple V vintage paper. Look at, that's the last piece in there. So let's use this. Like so. And then in here, another Triple V vintage. And I don't know about you, but I think that is kind of a fun project. Never have done before, but I like those being in there. Okay, So what do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4 more things to decorate. But these are kind of nice because, again, I could do writing, or I could just collage. I'm kind of thinking, you know, it might be fun to collage this up a little bit. Do I like him there? I like that too much. Okay, how wide is this? This is like pretty perfect. I'm going to put that down there. Once again, there's no waffling. Got to keep it together, Gail. So I'm kind of thinking, you know, just some baker's twine or something around the middle of this, or right here, or I don't know if a clip would hold it. Maybe a bigger clip would. Let's put something across the top like that, and then let's fill that in with coffee dyed paper. Just do a little different pattern to it. Gotta grab some coffee dyed paper. I didn't do that. So that will go across there. Granted, the ornaments are hanging sideways, but you know, that could happen on somebody's tree. That could happen. Okay, let's get some coffee dyed paper. Okay. Let's see. We're gonna go right there. Where's my ruler? And then I'm gonna go to about there. Okay. And we'll put that on there. I didn't think this would take me a whole hour. I had another project I was going to do too, but, well, for another day. For another day. Okay. Let's hit that edge right there. Pretty much. Okay. And then the back. I don't know if I want writing on the back. Look at these little kids, are so cute. Let's put them back there. Where am I going? Right about just at the very edge of her skirt. Right there. To run out of another glue stick, I do believe. Yeah, that's just cute. They're just totes adorbs. That could go there, or maybe over here, and then put a strip down the side. Okay, let's do that. right there. Okay. I suppose a person could write on that if they were so inclined, but okay, I'm going to strip down. Okie dokie. Ah, it's just sticking to me. Okay, so that's the back. The whole inside is done. And we just have these couple outside ones. That's really pretty. Let's use that. I really like that. Okay. Find a spot on my glue page that isn't all sticky. Gosh, I didn't use my, well, I did use my art glitter glue, but Cindy, I didn't have any glue goobers today. It does happen though. It does. Okay, love that. I love this that says the globe because I've told you guys before that was my first job was at the Globe clothing store. And just get that off right about there. We're just going to put that across there. Yeah, so whenever I use this paper, which is also Vintage Studio 717, I always feel like I leave a little bit of myself with my project. Might have been a little long. It was slightly long. Not bad though. Okay. Okay. That could go there. I think I'll put it up there. Okay. Right here with that one. And then something for down there. I could put a little more of that. Okay. Kind of feel like here I'd like some sort of little picture. That's pretty. Let's do it. Oh, I'm covering up the globe, but you know it's there. You know it's there and I know it's there. Okay, one more. One more. All these little pieces. Those little people are cute. I might do them. Here it is. Okay, we're gonna get this done. I'm gonna stay until we get it done. Probably gonna be just about right, maybe a little long. Okay. Really like that too. Of course, you could do the distressing on all these bits if you wanted, or distress around the edge. I'm kind of liking it as is, but you know, you do you. Okay, there's that. Not quite wide enough. We haven't used any of this. Let's use some of this. Oh, whoops-a-daisy. That's not what I want. I was thinking it felt really thick. It was 2 pieces of paper. Oh, that would explain it. Okay. Okay, and what else do I have in here? Ooh, that's good. I'm just going to go over to that green piece, though, here, and then put something else little right there. Washi tape would work, but I don't have it right at hand. So we'll see if we have another little scrap that can go there. That little scrap of red somewhere. Right here. Right there. We'll go this way. Nope, the other way. That goes there. Okay. And I'll pick up all my scraps here. Okay, so the front. And then from the back. Fun, right? Okay, let's grab. Oh, I've got just some twine here that might work. I think I'll go around once and then have enough to tie. Can't find my scissors. Okay. I wouldn't go in the middle because that's going to be right across her face. So I'm going to go up here. It'll still hold it just fine. And there we go. That's the little project for Scrappy Saturday. I'm feeling real happy about it. Thanks for hanging in with me a little long today. So I hope you have a grateful day. Be kind always. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.